EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bowers. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Walker now on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Second and 14. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Another run here with Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Murray now to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. We're scoreless after 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In motion, the tight end. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the gun, Murray. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day to... People thought he had first-round ability, but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Christian Kirk from 13 yards out. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Divine Diablo. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 9, second and about a yard. Moore, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. No gain on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bowers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost...
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Open man here is Benson. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Murray going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Benson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll use the 2 minutes to go. 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 2 minutes to go as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Again, they'll throw with Murray. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Murray. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Moore on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to Bowers once again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's a 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 58 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Harrison will go in motion left. Shotgun now for Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 21 yards away. And the Cards have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Running left is Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception. He's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks...
And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning it is Moore. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down and 6.
To throw is Murray. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. Throwing now is Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Murray now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Murray again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards there and a first down.
A first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Oh, Walker's showing the power. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
86 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And going right back to Walker.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because Every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Raiders! Kenneth Walker from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, right back to Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Murray now to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams